those things I said, I apologize.
My devotion has made me a witch. And so I make myself hateful to my children.
No, you don't.
I worry so much. I don't sleep. It makes me nervous.
I understand that.
You know, I've put up a solitary battle all these years. But you're my right-hand power. Now don't fail me. Don't fall down.
I try, Mother.
That's all right. You just keep on trying, and you're bound to succeed. You're just full of a natural endowment. Both of my children are. They're very precious children, and I have an awful lot to be grateful for. You just must promise me one thing.
What is it, Mother?
Promise me you won't ever become a drunkard.
Promise. I won't ever become a drunkard, Mother.
Well, that's what had me so frightened, that you'd be drinking. Have a bowl of oatmeal.
Just coffee, Mother.
A shredded wheat biscuit?
No, thank you. Just coffee.
You can't work all day long on an empty stomach. You have 10 minutes. Don't go. Drinking 2 hot liquids makes a cancer in the stomach. Put cream in.
No, thank you.
Chipotle.
No, thank you, Mother. I like it black.
I know you do, but it's not good for you. We have to do all we can to build ourselves up. In these trying times we live in, all we have to cling to is each other. That's why it's so important to Tom, I sent your sister out because I wanted to discuss something with you. If you hadn't spoken, I would have spoken to you.
What is it you want to discuss?
Laura.
Oh, Laura.
You know how she is, so quiet. But still waters run deep. She notices things. I think she broods on them. Came out here the other day and she was crying.
What about?
You.
Me?
She has the idea that you're not happy here.
I never gave her that.
What gives her any idea? However, you do act strangely. I'm not criticizing. Understand that. I know that your dreams do not lie at the warehouse. I know that like everybody else in the world, you have had to make sacrifices. But Tom, life's not easy. It calls for Spartan endurance. There's so many things in my heart that I just cannot describe to you. I never told you, but I loved your father.
I know that, Mother.
And you. When I see you taking after his ways, staying out late, and well, you had been drinking when you came home in that terrifying condition. Laura says you hate the apartment, and you go out nights to get away from me. Is that true, Tom?
No. You say there are so many things in your heart that you can't describe to me. Well, that's true of me, too. There are so many things in my heart that I can't describe to you. So let's just respect
each other.
But why,
Tom, why are you always so restless? Where do you go to nights?
I go to the movies.
Why do you go to the movies so much?
I go to the movies because I like adventure. Adventure is something I don't get much of at work, so I go to the movies.
But you go to the movies entirely too much.
I like a lot of adventure.
Most young men find adventure in their careers.
And most young men do not work at a warehouse.
Oh, the world is full of young men that work in warehouses and offices and factories.
Do all of them find adventure in their careers?
They do. Or they do without it. Not everybody is filled with such a craze for adventure.
Man is by instinct a lover a hunter, a fighter. And none of those instincts get much play at the warehouse.
Man is by instinct. Don't quote instinct at me. Instinct is something human beings have gotten away from. It belongs to animals. Christian adults don't want it.
What do Christian adults want, then, Mother?
Superior things, things of the mind and the spirit. Only animals have to satisfy their instincts. Surely your aims are higher than theirs than monkeys and pigs.
I reckon they're not.
You're joking. However, this is not what I wanted to discuss with you.
I haven't much time.
Sit down.
You want me to punch in red at the warehouse?
You have 5 minutes. I want to talk to you about Laura.
All right, what about Laura?
We have to make plans and provisions for her. She's older than you, 2 years, and nothing's happened. I mean, she just drifts along doing nothing. Frightens me how she just drifts along.
Guess she's the type that people would call homegirls.
There's no such thing. And if there is, it's a pity. Unless the home is hers, with a husband.
What?
I can see the handwriting on the wall as clear as I see the nose on my face. It's terrifying. More and more, you remind me of your father. He was out all hours, no explanation, and then left. Goodbye. And me with the bag to hold. I saw that letter you got from the Merchant Marine. I know what you're dreaming of. I'm not standing here blindfolded. All right then go. But not until you've got somebody to take your place.
What do you mean?
I mean, as soon as Laura has somebody to take care of her, married, a home of her own, independent, why then you are free to go wherever you please. On land, on sea, whichever way the wind blows. But until that time, you have to look out for your sister. I don't say me because I'm old and don't matter. I say your sister because she's young and dependent. I put her into business college. Dismal failure. Frightened her so she was sick of the stomach. I took her over to the Young People's League at the church. Another fiasco. She spoke to nobody. Nobody spoke to her. Now all she does is fool with those pieces of glass. Play those worn-out records. What kind of life is that for a girl to lead?
What can I do about it?
Overcome selfishness. Self. Is that all you ever think about? Where's your muffler? Oh, put on your wool muffler. Well, Tom, I haven't said what I had in mind to ask you.
I don't have time to.
Down at the warehouse, aren't there some nice young men?
No.
There must be some.
Mother.
Find one out that's clean living, doesn't drink, and bring him home for sister.
What?